Today's sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Block off of play action. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs, so those teams, no doubt they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
Here's Darnold. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The return is Callaway. And he's out right at the 25. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, Locke. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Kamara try the right side. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Play action. Now it's Locke. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Locke to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Darnold. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Here's a diving catch right side. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. back to throw, Darnold. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Lux with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw is Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Darnold now to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 22.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here. Now Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
the ground, McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit.
No escape from Locke, and he'll go down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Flushed out right.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Got some room at the 30.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding that they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke rolling to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Deep ball for Goodwin. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Going deep here for Stills. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move, and knocked it away.
To throw it is Locke. Flush to his right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
To throw again on second down, Darnold. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. That catch good for only a couple.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10 to 7.
Saints 7. St. Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he powers his way up past the 30.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Block off of play action.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Derek Brown drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been terrific so far. Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off around the 41. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun snap to Lock. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
There he goes, right side. 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Saints 7. Gonzalez.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their off.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 77 yards.
And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
What's good on the extra point, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 29, Darnold. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Faking the give, Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Here's Darnold. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. A couple of former Jets, Darnold to Anderson, first down Carolina. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Locke going deep here for Stills. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 39 that time. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, Most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
3 yards to go.
The Saints on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On play action, Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First down, Panthers.
Now it's Darnold. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Panthers, they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go.